the grief, the sense of loss is still settling in. Almost everybody is applauding and in awe of the enormous work done by our men and women in uniform. A relief operation that is really on a war footing. But to add to the tragedy is of course the crash of that Mi-17 helicopter where 20 people have died. In fact, for the last 24 to 36 hours, we've had paratroopers on the ground at the crash site looking for the bodies, 18 of which have been recovered. The major loss, of course, has been to the ITBP. The ITBP lost 15 of its men because 9 of these men were on deputation to the National Disaster Response Force. The Prime Minister today spoke with the Chief of the ITBP offering his condolences. The Defence Minister has written personal letters to the families of those Air Force officers who went down in that crash. That crash has not for a moment stopped the rescue evacuations in any which way which are on in full sway. We begin tonight with our tribute to the fallen soldiers, the ones who died trying to save the lives of others. Sudhir Ranjan Sen has this report.
Many of the 6 Indo-Tibetan border police and 9 National Disaster Relief Force men and officers who died when an Indian Air Force helicopter went down near Gaurikund in Uttarakhand last Tuesday were here at this ITBP training camp in the outskirts of Delhi, or have served with these officers and men along the Indo-China border. For their batchmates and friends, it's difficult times.
बल्कि मोराल का प्रश्न है, मोराल में ऐसी घटनाओं से कोई कमी नहीं आती है.
Nityanand Gupta, seconded to the NDRF from the ITBP, is a well-remembered man.
He was a good instructor of IHE, identification and handling of explosive. He was expert in NBC also, nuclear, biological and chemical disaster rescue, and normal disaster management also. I was hoping that after finishing this rescue, they were returning back, and we will certainly sit together and share our experiences, and we will make value addition to our training syllabus.
Nityanand and his boys were the first to reach and saved several thousands over the last 1 week. Satish Kumar from Haryana, who pulled out hundreds from Rambara, Jungle Chetti, Kedarnath, often used to tell his boys that the rope and the shovel were one of their best friends. And that is what he used. Ropes to cross crevasses and a shovel to dig through. And he pulled out hundreds and thousands of people.
सतीश जी के साथ हमने ये कोर्स किया हुआ है, क्या कहते हैं, डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट का, और ये उस कोर्स के दौरान भी काफ़ी अपनी लगन से और मतलब एक सामाजिक तौर पे भी और अपने एक व्यावसायिक तौर पे भी बहुत अच्छी व्यक्ति.
ये लोग ट्रेनर भी थे और साथ में अच्छे कॉम्बेटेंट भी थे एनडीआरएफ के लिए, तो उनके स्पेशली चूज किया गया कि वो लोग जो है इसमें अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस देंगे, और उन्होंने दिया, और उसमें कोई डाउट नहीं, उन्होंने देश के लिए एक मिसाल कायम की.
Just how difficult would it be to keep going despite the odds?
इस प्रकार की घटनाएं इस कार्य के दौरान होती रहती हैं, ये सर्वविदित है. हमारी प्रशिक्षण में भी सब शामिल होता है, और इसके बाद भी इस मोराल पर कोई असर नहीं पड़ता.
Despite the tragedy and the heartbreak of having lost trusted comrades, the training continues. Whether it is a Chinese incursion in the Depsang Valley, this earthquake in Sikkim, or the devastation in Uttarakhand, the ITBP is the first to respond. But they are always away from the public eye. Like the icy heights that they guard, they are silent, but one of the hardiest that you can find. In New Delhi, Sudhir Ranjan Sen for NDTV.